when I saw yesterday that there was, the no kings thing going down, and there was people flipping them off. I'm like, I don't care what your politics are, but come on, man, if you're flipping our military off, I'm the king of the bird. Like, if you're flipping our military off, you're on the wrong side of things, man. So, at the end of the day, I thought it was harmless. I thought it was really cool. I was very appreciative of them coming by, and I hope they got a good smile.
As if our military doesn't have enough on its hands with an Apache helicopter flyby over Kid Rock's house in Tennessee. Now, here's what Kid said about the incident. Take a look.
My buddy's commander-in-chief. I mean, what are they looking into? They stopped for, I don't know, seconds, a minute? Maybe they were here 3-4 minutes, just say what's up, went on.
Now, an Army official said appropriate action will be taken if the review shows violations of safety standards or other regulations. Then there's the question of how much taxpayer money was spent here. Mm-hmm.
Yes, I have the complete video. I'm going to play that so you can see exactly what is going on. When you take a look at this, the U.S. Army has suspended the aircrew who flew Apache attack helicopter by Kid Rock tennis home per NBC. That is a shame. Reinstate those Patriot acts. At some point when I saw this, I was like, this was fast. But it was actually very important to look deep into. When you take a look at another tweet, the suspension of the Army crew who flew by Kid Rock house has been lifted. Prepared. Let's go. No punishment, no investigation. Carry on, Patriot. Hexet said. God bless them.
On Saturday, just kind of walk me through what you saw.
Man, I was sitting right there just having like kind of Saturday morning beer, and I seen a chopper start coming. I was like, man, it looks like military, and it's not the first time they've flown over my house. They're out of Fort Campbell, which I was there last Thanksgiving with J.D. Vance, and I've talked to some of these pilots, and I've told them, I'm like, you guys see me waving when you come by the house? I'm like, you guys are always welcome to cruise by my house, like anytime. So they just happened to be coming this way, so I walked over here, and I'm like, yeah, hell yeah. And then they circled back around and came out right over here. And so I just, gave them a salute and, kind of a thank you. And, man, it was a level of respect that I got that no award or record sales could ever do. And at the end of the day, if it makes their day a little brighter, for their service to our country, protecting us, I think that's a great thing, especially when I saw yesterday that there was, the no kings thing going down, and there was people flipping them off. I'm like, I don't care what your politics are, but come on, man, if you're flipping our military off, I'm the king of the bird. Like, if you're flipping our military off, you're on the wrong side of things, man. So, at the end of the day, I thought it was harmless. I thought it was really cool. I was very appreciative of them coming by, and I hope they got a good smile and made their day a little bit brighter, too.
The military is like looking into this to see, if they did this for their own pleasure, I guess. What do you have to say to that?
I think they're going to be all right. My buddy's commander-in-chief. I mean, what are they looking into? They stopped for, I don't know, seconds, a minute? Maybe they were here 3-4 minutes, just say what's up, went on. And I've told them before up at Fort Campbell, like I said, when I was there with J.D. Vance back at our vice president back in Thanksgiving, I talked to some of them. I said, yeah, because I see them when they fly the Chinooks and they go to Nissan Stadium for the football games. They come right over, and if I'm here, I usually make it a point, come out and give them a what's up. So it's really not that new, but it was pretty cool. They stopped right there and kind of, I wasn't expecting any of that, but I thought it was really neat.
The people who on social media kind of there was some backlash towards this, what's your message to them?
TDS syndrome. They got TDS syndrome, which is no new news here. It's like, we know the half of the country that's going to love it and say that's really cool, that's great for the military. And the other half, it's going to go, they're wasting taxpayers' money, this, that, and the other. And I might remind you, not to sit here and brag about it, but...
The media with selective outrage. If I tell you that the mainstream media picked this up, I saw CNN, The View, they reacted to this differently. They took it to another level, like, this is a big problem. It shows Kid Rock can command the military. This is actually what they are now saying. At some point, they expected that these people would be fired forever. Just few minutes after they were suspended, they were reinstated.
TDS syndrome. They got TDS syndrome, which is no new news here. It's like, you know, we know the half of the country that's going to love it and say that's really cool, that's great for the military. And the other half, it's going to go, oh, wasting taxpayers' money, this, that, and the other. And I might remind people, not to sit here and brag about it, but I've done a lot of service, much in the military, been every war country, from Afghanistan, Iraq, to Kosovo, multiple times, Christmas, Thanksgiving. And I think a lot of these guys and girls know that I've done a lot for them because I appreciate what they do for us. So I think they know this is a pretty friendly spot if they want to come by and give a wave when they go by.
Is there really anything else you want to say that I didn't ask you?
Taxpayer money was spent here. So
the Apache helicopters are designed for war, and I can think of no one who is at war more with himself than a white rapper who is 55 years old and calls himself Kid. So I see why they thought it was an emergency.
Yeah, some comment draw my attention. If it was Taylor Swift's house, there would be nothing but praise. But I guess it depends on who it is. That you look at it something a certain way, you see good or bad depending on who you are and who it is. How did we ever get to this point? So wasting taxpayers' dollar is only acceptable when it flies past Kid Rock's house. Will you keep this same energy if Biden was proposed and flew past Bad Bunny's house? These are the questions a lot of people are raising on social media. It's extremely concerning to see how politics sometimes can divide people. This is something that is just worth appreciating and move on to other important topics. But because the mainstream media will always like to make things like this big, they will do this just for political reasons. When something like this happens, without proper investigations, people will draw conclusions. I saw a lot of people, especially Democrats, calling that Kid Rock should be investigated. From all indications, after watching this video, you can clearly see the man was even unaware that things like this were coming his way. He was just sitting in front of his house, saw the military helicopter passing before going out. It was after he released this video that I realized actually he never knew that this was actually coming to his front door. But the view took it to another level, like, oh, it shows he can now command the military. He can do this, he can do that. According to them, because Trump is a friend to Kid Rock, reason he can now just do anything. To me, this is crazy. This is not something that someone should really be looking into, like, you know, even doing videos upon. But because of the mainstream media reactions that I saw, I thought it's important. We'll show you what exactly is going on.
it's a
Need Trump's help?
Yes, he do. Do you want?
What?
I want to appreciate people sharing out the videos. God bless you abundantly. As of the short clips, that is for the white algorithm. You can always skip.
It's important for us to show up in New
Go Kings in Austin, Texas. I want to show you.
What is this? My 600-pound?
yeah, and
that Trump laid in the State of the Union address.
To get here. Trump! Go Trump! Hey, Murphy, you're scumbag. Thanks, man.
Our chamber is chanting USA. Philip.
He utilized almost like these game show type moments where you're seeing awards being presented.
Just so.
And did not shake her hand there.
Here's the video. He shook everyone's hand. Everyone. Here's the Chief Justice. All of them got their hands shaken. To the point where they had to come back on the air and say this in stop 33.
But we should point out as he walks in, he's pretty close to the justices again as he comes.
Other than illegal on either of those two, I think they took his bait.
Can take away from the joyous moment as all Americans. And why are they putting a medal?
Oh, he's already under scrutiny for 1,000 reasons. Carol Patel posted this on X.
Job.
I get suspicious when any
person's home. It's very easy to.
This is for the people in the United States who are terrorized and scared today.
The country's in such emotional turmoil.
and Republicans on both sides. You're
So amazing. And wasn't it so great?
When it can be hard to hope.
Hey, girl.
Day we wake up.
Library that is apparently being built in Miami, Florida. It